Hey guys, it's Olivia, and welcome to Bendy and the Untold Secrets. This was suggested to me on Discord, and of course, this is another mod for Chapter 1. Don't worry guys, this one is a bit different from the others. The person who suggested this to me did say that this game is supposed to be hilarious or something like that. There's some funny secrets in this mod, fan game, whatever you want to call it, and by funny, I mean come on, listen to this music. It's kind of convincing me otherwise. So I've not seen anyone play this yet, so I am going to say that Hyper55, the person who made this mod, sadly released the final update for this 4 months ago, as the game did get discontinued, so they won't be working on this anymore. I know, it sucks, but we are still going to play this. This is version 1.2, the final update for this. So if you guys are interested in checking Beny and the Untold Secrets out for yourself, this is available on Game Jolt, and I will leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go play this for yourself if you are interested. With all that being said, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, go ahead and slap that like button. That will help the channel out. Anyways, guys, without further blah blah blah, let's get right into it. Okay, well, this is kind of interesting. Dear Tom, I heard you're back in town. It's been 47 years. Well, freaking get rid of the apostrophe in there. Get grammared. Since our last meeting, why don't you come check our old workshop? I need to show you something. You won't regret it. John Drew? Okay, well that's certainly different. So we're Tom, and there's a John Drew. So that's the different things that I'm seeing. Oh, wow. Oh, this looks nice. Of course, we can't leave. This is definitely giving a remastered feel, so we do have a flashlight, thank goodness. Well, that's certainly different. I feel like I keep saying that whenever I play like a copy paste of Chapter 1, it's like, oh, that's certainly different. Oh, that's different. I mean, duh, you can obviously see the differences. Fashion Slide Studio. So what, are we gonna see a cardboard cutout of Fashionista or something? I do not mean that in a rude way, of course. We have the equal there, so I guess that's great. We don't have any cardboard cutouts. And that door just completely smacked me in the face. So we have new areas. That's actually quite interesting. And I also say that's quite interesting a lot. I mean, sure. Let's go through here. There's nothing here. Only the remains of a broken corporation. I mean, that's true. Why are there 4 stripes on that glove? I mean, yeah, there's gotta be at least some differences. I can't open that. I can't open this. Okay. Turn on the machine. And I do see that, and okay, come on. This game didn't have to do that with the freaking creepy music after finding the ink machine. At least we see the gear there, so we saw, wait, I think we saw the wrench. We did see that. We saw the inkwell, the plush, and the gear. Okay, so that's 4 items that we have seen so far. That's a little bit weird. There's an extra area beyond there. Anyways, let's get in here. There's no cutouts. I have not seen a single cutout as of yet. I don't know why I'm feeling tense, honestly. We don't see anything beyond there. Are there any cutouts? No, that is so weird. Let's open this. Oh my gosh, and we have this. We don't have any voice lines though. There's a little green bit there. That's green. I don't know if you guys can see that in the recording, but that's kind of green. Their downfall came long ago. Well, that is true in the official game. We do see the book there. Thank goodness I checked that. I don't know why. It's just whenever I see other gameplay of Chapter 1, they never check this area for the book. Like, I swear, that pisses me off. It's like, sometimes they're like, oh, well, probably there's nothing here. And then the book just so happens to be right there and nobody ever sees it. I don't know why. It's just one of these things that piss me off. So thank goodness I actually checked this because the book was actually there. So I was thinking about, we have not seen any cutouts, but I did see a screenshot of apparently like the creature that's supposed to be like a very, I don't know, slightly creepier version of Bendy. He has no mouth, just eyes. And I think, you know, I think it's actually pretty creepy that we have not seen a single cutout. I think that's really weird. It's actually putting me on edge. I'm being serious. Anything in here? There's giant ink vats, canisters, whatever you want to call it. The devil who danced. I think that's different also, but the same 4 stripes on each glove. And the fact that the posters have changed is kind of That actually made me jump, dude. Wow, okay. That actually freaking made me jump. Why was there like a line down on the face? Well, that's the only cutout that we've seen so far. Now, like I think my shoulders like just kind of went up. There's no audio log. No, we've been in this room. I think there's something in the projector room. I don't know why that took so long. Why is there more doors here? I find it very strange that there's more doors than normal. And I guess the only thing that's not making me so on edge is me talking to you just yapping. Why is there a line down Bendy's face? Okay, that better not follow me. Whenever I play a new copy of paste or mod for chapter 1, if there's any cutout that's in a weird spot, I always think it's a weeping angel cutout that's gonna follow me. I don't know, it might be stress from playing chapters 1 and 2 of the 2017 prototype. I always think of that. I have got to stop having that mindset that things would follow me. But what if they actually do though? Like, come on. That is so creepy. Just seeing that cutout all the way on the edge of the hallway, just dark like that. No! No, no, no. There better not be any cutouts out here. I opened that door. I'm the one who opened that door over there. Oh no, that's just the sound of the projector. I thought I heard footsteps or something. Okay, there's no cutouts here. That's 5 items so far. I feel like I'm missing. Why did the projector kind of scare me for a second? That's so weird. Wait, I haven't even tried this door. Of course, that doesn't open. Okay, what am I missing so far? And the cutout is gone. I mean, of course. Really hope that Duda Head doesn't show up anymore. We are missing, of course, the music disc. It had to be the music disc, doesn't it? Like I always say in these mods, there is at least one item that just ticks me off. That just makes me mad because I like can't find it anywhere, but I haven't even tried looking for the record yet or music disc or whatever you want to call it. So you know what I think? I know that this fan game or mod is putting me a bit on edge, but I feel like I've played enough mods and fan games to sort of be like resistant to this kind of tension. I guess I still feel that tension, but I just feel like it's not as bad as before. I mean, if you were to watch some of my older videos, I would probably just be like, what's around this corner? Or something like that. But I'm definitely feeling less tense than I normally do, which I find really strange considering that I've had coffee like an hour or so before recording this. I feel like that I've developed enough of a resistance that I have an advantage on my real life wisdom saving throw, and I succeeded the difficulty check. And me yapping about random things is distracting me from finding the freaking gosh darn music disc. So if you're watching this right now, I will let you know that, you know, I've decided to start a new series on this channel. I'm playing the game called Mouse PI for Hire. I released the first part of it a while ago, and I am actually recording part 2 of Mouse PI for Hire on the very same day that I'm recording this video. Because I just want to get 2 recordings done for the day, and where is that gosh darn music freaking disc? Freaking music freaking disc freaking record freaking I feel so blessed to have this flashlight. How dark is it without? Yeah, it's pretty dark. I think I'll just leave this on. You've got to be joking! I was thinking about restarting the game just to try to find the items. I found the freaking music disc! It was in this room. So here's Boris, right? And then you just go in here, you go behind this, and there it is! I did not need to restart. I spent so long looking for this. And, okay, here we go. Cardboard cutout jump scares. Yay! Is it gonna... Oh, come on! Really? Can't even get through this tiny little space here? Come on now. Okay, that didn't happen here. I don't know what the freak kind of noise was that. There we go. And there's a freaking jump scare. It just freaking disappeared. And then the projector comes on. We can finally do this. And there better not be any other cardboard cutout jump scares or anything like that. Something of that nature. I don't know why I said nature, that's kind of random. Okay, so we have turned on the freaking ink machine now. Thank goodness we have this flashlight. Oh, of course. He had to be gone, didn't he? What does the Meatly secret look like?
She was a fairy.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't even see anything. No, I'm just wondering. Oh, some of the doors are closed. Okay, so now I'm just wondering. So let's see if there's any changes. I know that the doors are now closed. I know that the chair has moved. That's totally not creepy at all. I hope there's no like second jump scare or anything like that. I just want to see if anything has changed at all. That's closed. I was gonna say blocked off, but I guess it kinda is in a sense. I'm not gonna activate the jump scare just yet. I want to explore. Although I highly doubt now the door. Okay, for some reason I thought this changed. I was gonna say that I highly doubt that this door would be open, but it is, and of course that's blocked off. Why wouldn't it be? That door is still open, so I don't know. Maybe there are some changes. Maybe the freaking gosh darn cutout is in here. No, it is not. Okay, the fact that I've not seen the cutout again does not calm me down. It doesn't. But I guess we're gonna have to activate the jump scare and see what this Bendy guy is up to. Jump scare? Oh, this chase music! I actually like this. Boom, we in here now. Did we deserve this? Mike Wazowski? Are you okay? Where's the axe? Dude, where actually is the axe? I don't see any axe anywhere.
Good evening.
And that is a new cardboard cutout. Wait, what happens if I do this? I don't think anything happens. I don't know if there's any other secrets that are supposed to be funny. I literally just do not get it at all. I don't get it. That was the only funny thing that I've seen. That she was a fairy, I meant. That's the only funny thing that I've seen. Although I didn't really like laugh at it, I was just kind of confused. Okay, open that. What if I go back? Because this area did not collapse. I can't sprint anymore. I can't sprint anymore though. I mean, I already said that, but still. Okay. And now we just pass out. That's Beny and the Untold Secrets. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy with the inky tears and everything. End of the series. I see the bow tie right there. Support the Bendy Discord server. Hey, that's the Discord server if you want to go ahead and go check that out. I never was a monster. You were. We will miss you, Bendy. Yeah, because they, like I already mentioned in the intro, they did stop working on it. It's been discontinued. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized, like, the eyes are in opposite directions. He's a derpy Bendy. Bendy has become the derpiest thing ever. And I like it, I think. Yeah, the cutscene now. What's gonna happen? The way his face just pops in like that, that's so freaking weird. And that was it? Well, they do have an archive section. I am gonna go ahead and check out the archive, and I guess I'll see you guys in the archive. Okay, that's kind of, I don't know, it's like the same music that they used in the archive in Bendy and the Ink Machine, but they just kind of changed the pitch of it. Alright, let's go in here. Oh my gosh, okay, what the heck is this? I can walk through them? Okay, what the heck is this? I'm gonna read this for you guys. Hey, welcome to the archives. Thank you so much for playing the mod. Bendy's development was fun to work on. The original mod was made by Crit Zero. The mod was originally created in 2018, so expect a lot of designs for Bendy to be here. But in 2025, Hyper 55 helped with the mod. But when Beny and Machine was cancelled for a little while, Crit Zero and Hyper agreed on to revive Bendy together with the whole dev team. And that's how Untold Secrets existed. But now the mod is discontinued, but that doesn't mean it's the end of Bendy himself. There are some fan projects being worked on by the Crit Zero and Hyper. Also, the whole history of Bendy is a bit confusing, so expect things to not make sense. Yeah, for things to not make sense, let's actually go through all of these one by one, because I'm very interested in reading all of this. Alive Baron 2.0, is his name Baron? This is the current model for Alive Baron of Untold Secrets. He was used in an early Chapter 3 build. His appearance is similar to 1.0, but just a little retexture. And also being cross-eyed just like Tomb Bendy. After all, he's just like Boris. Yeah, he's definitely cross-eyed after all. And that's Alive Baron 1.0. Yeah, there are some differences. The boot size is different. We have the bow tie. and the eyes. Even the hands are a bit different too. I do see the differences there. And even the nose as well, I think. This is the first used model for a live Baron. First used in the revival, Bendy and the Machine era, and then later used in Bendy and the Machine Remastered 1.0. Later on, he was scrapped. Very interesting. You know what I have noticed about all these like fan games and stuff? Listen, I'm not trying to complain about it, but just something that I've noticed. There are way too many names for all these new characters. It's gonna be hard to memorize all of them. I'm not even gonna remember some of these. And now we have Unalived Baron. This is the main game used model. It's nothing more, just a little retexture. Yeah, I could definitely see that's a bit of a retexture in comparison to, yeah, I'm not so fond of the first texture. What happened to his arms? Okay, I can kind of see through the arms a little bit. Yeah, I think I can kind of see through the geometry of the arms a little bit. 1.4 Baron. This model was used at 1.4 and 1.5, but it was a clone. There's nothing else about this except just using the SFM model for Boris. Okay, so there's that. And then we have, I guess, the original version of Baron. You can actually kind of see the ink effects moving on the skin. 1.0 Baron. This was the first game-used model for Baron. This model was used for quite a while until 1.5, but now he was re-added back as an Easter egg for Baron. The model was originally from Reanimated Rejects pack. Interesting. So we have, so you remember like the prototype version of Ink Bendy? Looks like they've made a lot of models regarding him. By the way, there are some Easter eggs in the mod, but you have to find out yourself. Yeah, I think I've seen one already, aside from the changed posters and stuff. But why is it green on the inside? I don't know, it's like the inside of a worm's mouth. 0.1 Benny. This was the first game used model, but it was nothing more, just as simple retexture of concept Bendy. And it continues to be like that for a while. Yeah, I can see that. 0.5 Benny. We don't know much about this Benny. All we know is the texture was made back in 2019 and used in 2024 until it was changed to the legacy version that we all know today. Well, there's definitely some teeth there. The difference with this was that there's a horizontal line with the teeth. The sides of it look all jagged. In comparison to this one, it looks like a little bit less jagged and there's no horizontal line. And I can see as well, there's some ink drippage on the head, but on this one, it looks more smooth. 1.0 Benny. This Bendy is firmly known as the legacy Bendy. Was used in the first release of Beny and Machine, but now he was re-added back as an alternate jump scare. Now the textures that you're seeing are not the actual ones, they are recreations. The real textures are lost. That actually kind of sucks that the original textures have been lost, and we can obviously see that the inside of the mouth is a little bit different. And here we are, we have something that looks absurdly different with pixelated ink. And we have 1.1 Bendy that actually looks way closer to the actual concept Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Used in 1.1 of Beny and Machine. His appearance is pretty different for 1.0, bit more basic by having a green mouth and inky gloves. The green mouth was not intended due to a bug in the project. After all, he's just simple. Ah, okay, so the green, it happened because of like a bug or a glitch that happened in the project. That's very interesting to know. And I can also see that the bow tie is now inky. Wait, I just realized the texture for this, it doesn't happen to be a QR code, doesn't it? Is this a secret QR code or something? If there's like any data miners out there or anything, if you want to just download that, of course, the game link is in the description down below. You can probably take this apart, find the texture for this, and maybe see if there's a QR code in there. If not, it looks like it's just random pixels. And now we have 1.3 Benny. He's looking kind of chunky. This was Bendy pre-final design for a while, in the Beny and Machine era until the revival. He first appeared at 1.3 to 1.5 and 1.8. His appearance was a bit wacky by being a combination of alpha and concept and appearing having ink on his face. To the developers thinking this is the worst design, he didn't go so well. I think they forgot to turn on smooth shading because I can definitely see the geometry on the body. Yeah, you can definitely see that the geometry was pretty obvious with this one. And then they decided to tone it down a little bit back to semi-concept Bendy? 1.4 Bendy, only appearing in 1.4 in the Beny and Machine era before getting replaced by the 1.3. This Bendy is the most simple. All it is just a drawn smile on the face. There's nothing else. I think they just copied and pasted the concept Bendy and then added the smile on the outside. So that's the only thing that they did with this one. And now we have a creepy version of it. You have an eye inside of eye. Maybe that's the pupil. That's definitely the pupil of the eye, but it definitely looks like an eye inside of an eye. 1.6 is Benny. This was the last design for Bendy before getting replaced by the 1.3 again, before cancellation in the Beny and Machine era. The only time that he appeared was from a YouTube video. He appears to have longer limbs and a different face. He has a socket that goes around his eyes. So that's actually the eye socket. That is actually kind of terrifying, to be honest. Revived Benny. Before the revival, this model was a recreation of 1.3, and then when the revival started, the model was used, being by far the first model being used in the earliest era of Untold Secrets. Bendy and the Machine era. The model is similar to its original. The only difference is the body and the face. He was replaced by remastered Benny, but added back in 1.3 and Beny and Machine remastered era. But now he was fully re-added as an alternate jump scare, with given new textures, and has been given a new name, Monster Hallucination. That is a very interesting clue. As I was reading this, I was thinking, oh, the lore is now starting to become confusing, but I think we just picked up on the clue. Monster Hallucination? Either that was an actual lore bit in the game itself, either that or it remained as an idea, but it never really just got implemented into the game. And we have remastered Bendy with the actual ink effects on the skin this time. And what happened to the eyes? Oh my gosh, it's like empty eyes with inky tears. That's actually kind of terrifying. Remastered Bendy. Used in Beny and Machine Remaster 1.0 to 1.2 before getting back to revived Benny 1.3. Remastered Benny is similar to its current model, except it uses a swollen searcher body with the added bow tie and glove and the concept Bendy head that uses the same face texture as revived Benny. After all, he is close to the current design, nothing else. Yeah, I can definitely see that he is pretty close, like they're getting closer, and then we finally have a model that looks absolutely nothing like the concept Bendy now. Thank goodness. The Monster 1.0. This was the pre-final design of the monster. He was used in the first release of Untold Secrets. He appeared to have gloves, no mouth, and no legs. But he was just a remodel due to the terrible polygon count and retextured. And I never noticed that he still has the 4 stripes on the gloves, so it definitely looks so much like Alpha Bendy, but they just said that they used a swollen searcher model and they just made their own additions to it. The geometry is kind of obvious on the bow tie there, and that is prior to the actual design. In comparison to this one seems to be a bit more red, I guess. There's some much more detail around the eyes. Like the horns on the head are much more even, and there's inky tears going down his eyes. Or was it supposed to have a mouth there or something? I don't know, but this does actually allow us to get a much closer look of all of these different models. And the bow tie looks wood for some reason. I don't know, probably because of the color scheme of the textures. The Monster 2.0, the monster as we all know. Although similar to the 1.0, this upgraded version was highly remodeled, given a better polygon count, given better textures, even given a new rig. That's interesting. Also given ink effect. Rigging is hard. Rigging a model to be animated properly is hard, and I think they did a fairly good job with this one. And of course, we are back to this. Wait, I wonder if there's anything else that we can find around here. Maybe some walls with no colliders? I don't know why. I just want to check. I'm so curious. The one thing that I think is super interesting is that I completely forgot to change the audio thing. Okay, hopefully you guys can actually hear the gameplay better. I don't know why I forgot to turn the recording software sound up for you guys. Anything through here? Come on, there's gotta be a wall with no colliders on it. Oh wait, I'm just thinking, what about the Wandering Sin? Has that changed? And one thing that I find so interesting that I was gonna say is that I do not see anything about the cutout. I really don't know why. I am so very sorry, everyone, but I am going to have to end this video here. I know that it's a bit awkward that I turned the gameplay sound up so that you guys can hear it, only for me to turn it back down to 0 for this intro. Yeah, I know, weird. The only secret that was technically funny was the she was a fairy part. Funny in a sense that it was a meme, but not enough to make me laugh. I was more confused than anything. I don't hate this mod. It just didn't amuse me as much as what was promised. A bit of a weird video, I know, but that's pretty much it, aside from the fact that I did watch another gameplay video, but there really wasn't any other secrets, at least not that I know of. So if there's any secrets or Easter eggs that you think I may have missed, go ahead and let me know down into the comment section below. And with all that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, despite it being a little bit funky, I guess, go ahead and let me know by leaving a like on this video. And if you guys are interested in seeing any more of my content, please do consider subscribing. You guys don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do, thank you so much for being a new supporter for the channel and helping it grow. If you guys did subscribe, please do me a small favor and click on that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I release a new video, so you guys won't miss out on any new content. That's all I have to say. Have a good morning, good afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next one. Farewell.